I felt like my life changed right after that first accident. I was in excruciating pain, couldn't really walk, and every step I took was painful. I was just watching my kids growing and, time's still moving, and I'm stuck like this. And now I'm back to walking, playing with my kids, just doing everything I love. Paragon 28 gave me my life back. My name is Xiomalis, and I'm 27. So on August 16th, 2021, I was leaving work, third shift. I was extremely tired. A couple minutes down the road from my job, I had an accident. I hit a tree. I woke up in the hospital. I did some damage to a rib, suffered a concussion, and I broke my ankle. They sent me home with 3 screws in my ankle, but for over a year, I was in excruciating pain, would only walk if it was absolutely necessary. Sometimes I would have to crawl to go to the bath. Well, not really sometimes, all the time. I couldn't do anything for myself, my kids. It was kind of embarrassing that I was 24 driving on this little handicap scooter, but I did it to go pick up my son at the bus stop. Even sliding your shoe on in the morning, that's something I couldn't do because it was just so painful. I didn't picture that as part of my life. From my first accident, my bone never healed. Surgery didn't go well, and I ended up with something called avascular necrosis, which generally what it means is my bone died, which explains why I was in so much pain. February 14th was Valentine's Day. I was connected to this doctor. The doctor was in communications with Paragon 28. I got my second surgery for my ankle where they took the screws out and the dead bone. So they had made 3 of these patient-specific implants. Whichever one was the best fit for me, they implanted it in me. A couple months of physical therapy, and now I'm back to walking. I can play basketball with my son. I can go jump on the trampolines. I get to walk to the bus stop and pick my son up like any other parent. I get to see my kids smile. It's all stuff I was missing out on that I've always had planned to do with my kids. I don't feel a difference in my ankle. I have mobility, range of motion, and I do not have pain. Working at the hospital as a transporter, you can walk up to 13 miles a day. I went from not walking for over a year, almost 2 years, to now I'm doing this. So instead of crying tears of pain and sadness, I cried tears of joy, and I love it. If there's anyone out there who is going through the same thing I went through, get a hold of Paragon 28. Mention it to your provider. Let it be known that there is an option to get your life back.